Hey, I'm Matt from Mount Joy, here with SoundExchange, and this is SoundAdvice. For me, I like to just play music in as not for anyone else environment as I can make, just sitting with my guitar. I do turn my phone voice recorder on. I usually put it under a pillow or somewhere where I can't see it, and I'm just playing, just for the love of playing, letting my hands move on the guitar, and then occasionally be like, okay, something's happening, this is something, and then kind of just chasing little paths and then going on a run or something and listening to these 30-minute long voice sessions and being like, oh, that's actually, there's something here, and then sort of building off of that. I'm such a big fan. Grew up, my dad was a Deadhead. I grew up in a house listening to the Grateful Dead. Jerry Garcia and Robert Hunter. I'm obviously Bob Weir and all the current members as well. But something with the Grateful Dead would be awesome. On the pop side, I really love Dua Lipa. I've always been a huge Dua Lipa fan. I'd given up on music to the point where I was doing law school night classes and just doing music, on the weekends or when I wasn't doing other stuff. And I do think it's important. Everything I learned, ends up being useful. I think ultimately it's a business, one side of it at least. Obviously there's the art side of it, but there is this business, and there are people actively trying to take advantage of what you're doing and get more out of it than you maybe want to give up. And understanding your leverage and how the business works and where you do have leverage and don't have leverage, I think is essential to not ending up in deals that are predatory or things that are going to set you back and not allow you to be successful, and do it as a job, especially early on, because you need every little bit of money that you can possibly get to come in to make it work. So I think being aware of what's going on is important. For me, I hit a wall at some point. I feel like so many musicians hit a wall because it's just so hard to break through and make a living and actually be able to put a roof over your head. But I think ultimately everyone gets into it because they love music, and the simple is just keep going. Find a way to keep going. You may have to get another job. You may have to make music not the main thing, but keep that sort of love of music and keep playing, keep writing just for the love of it. And I feel like that's when the best stuff comes, is when you've sort of stopped pressing to try to make something happen and you start making music because you love to make it, and then you never know when it'll turn around and become your job again or something like that. Just seeing people out there chasing the sort of doing drugs and drinking too much and doing all that stuff, just like anything else, every single person I've seen that is doing that, or group or band or artist, there's this eventual moment where there's a post on Instagram and the whole thing, and it eventually comes down. I think just trying to remain healthy and treat your body right and your mind right, I think is super, super important. And just, I guess, have fun doing it. I mean, this is really simple, but I do think, I remember one time early on we were touring and someone was trying to get us to go out after a show or something, and just sort of said to us if you're not having fun doing this, then you're in the total wrong business, because it truly is so hard. So if you find yourself just loathing the entire experience, then definitely get another job and loathe that and make way more money. Happy birthday, SoundExchange. Next year you'll be legal.